why did you ditch Digvijay?
I did not quite ditch Digvijay.
So you're feeling guilty?
Of course, who will not?
Was Digvijay ever in love with you?
No,
Did you ever feel at any point?
no, not at all. No.
So you are, I think, maybe not officially, but the most hated contestant of Splitsvilla.
Currently,
Can
yes.
we say till date, or is it this season? Where
This
would you put
season?
yourself? Splitsvilla. A lot of couples behind closed doors get physical.
Yeah.
You say that Addy got manipulated.
मैं कैसे बोल दूँ I did get manipulated because I knew what I was doing.
Kashish Kapoor,
Yes.
I have some very colorful questions for you, as the color of the papers with me indicate. And you have had a very colorful journey in Splitsvilla.
Yes.
I'm sure you enjoyed it. I'm not going to ask you have you enjoyed it or not enjoyed it, but the question that is uppermost in everyone's mind is that why did you ditch Digvijay?
I did not quite ditch Digvijay. I chose power for myself, and of course, finale के पहले तक भी our plan was very obvious to play finale, but I was not his first priority, and we were not friends or very close, so we were not each other's first priority. But क्योंकि हम game में साथ थे, हम बन गए थे. But then just one night before the finale, some circumstances arised and things changed. There came a change in the equation dilemma. हमारे में नहीं, but I was told like a couple of things. Let's say I was influenced in some manner, and I discussed it with him, slightly giving him a hint. The reasons for my decisions I have already given, and those reasons are correct even today. But I did not exactly ditch Digvijay. I chose something for myself, jiska as a resultant he was affected, which definitely did bother me, is bothering me, and will continue to bother me because I know the consequence of my action and I can put myself in his situation. But that was not per se my intention ever.
So you're feeling guilty?
Of course, who will not? I mean, I did what I did for myself and I stand by it. But यार मेरे कारण किसी को दुख पहुंचा है and there is no दो राहे about it. He is doing great आज के टाइम पे, उस दुख से उसको फ़ायदा हुआ, whatever, अलग बात है. But the ground reality is that I did what I did for myself, and as a result, I crushed his dreams. Now I hurt that guy, and I know it. I know it. So how can I not feel guilty about it?
किसने influence किया आपको?
Nobody had a gun to my head. It was my decision. What else?
नहीं, आपने कहा अभी थोड़ी देर पहले कि उस एक रात पहले कुछ हुआ
Just
था.
unforeseen circumstances that I will not talk about.
Okay, but you are being trolled heavily. Now I'm sure you're reading it, or you're just shut the troll, Instagram or whatever. You're just avoiding it. क्या कर चल रहा है?
Somewhere in between the two of them, actually. It's not like I can 100% completely avoid it because internet is such a big world.
Human nature.
And I'm a heavy part of this world. Like I am not reading the news. I am the news. So I have to see human nature. यार थोड़ा सा तो मुझे जानना है कहाँ क्या चल रहा है. और प्लस अगर मैं YouTube भी खोल रही हूँ तो मैं ही दिख रही हूँ. Insta खोल लिया तो मैं ही दिख रही हूँ. और I don't want to watch that side of myself. If I'm opening any side, it's just me. Leave everything. I have tried so much कि मुझे नहीं रहना है on the phone, on the internet. I'll shut it off and I'm on my Netflix. Then people are calling me. My family is concerned, of course they're calling me. But see, in front of others I can just yell कि I don't want to talk. But I can't do that to my father. ना क्या हमको बात नहीं करना है. He'll get more worried. My mom is calling me 10 times a day and she's like, are you okay? Are you okay? I'm not okay, but I cannot tell her ना कि no, I'm not okay. That'll bother her. तो अब मैं ऐसे में क्या करूँ? Do I answer? Do I not answer? Every morning I wake up, I have like 30 plus calls, 100 plus WhatsApp messages. Everybody wants a piece of it, and I'm like, guys, please don't do this to me. I don't want to deal with this. It's not like oh मैं अबला हूँ, मैं इतनी upset हूँ, नहीं. It's the consequence of my own doing. But I can't really explain my point of view to everybody, and I have to accommodate all of that. So कभी-कभी पढ़ती हूँ, कभी-कभी ignore करने की कोशिश.
There is a buzz that in Splitsvilla, a lot of couples behind closed doors get physical.
Yeah.
Is that true?
I don't think I should comment on that. That doesn't sound nice. But Could be, why
I
not?
mean, some contestants have also spoken about it.
Why not? I mean, consulting adults are living together with their free will together. So, what they do is natural and nothing wrong or objectionable or something that I should be making headlines about. Kiya, kaun si badi baat hai? They did.
Okay. Tell me about Addy.
What?
Now, there was again a very big twist in that tale. It was sort of confirmed that you and Addy were a couple. Yes or no?
Kind of, yeah.
And then what happened?
And then he betrayed me. That happened. So we were never really a match or suitable for each other. We were together because of situation. Haath bande the. Didn't have other options. But since we got together, we got attached. That continued. But I don't know what happened, and he just wanted to dump me overnight. Not like I got to know about it overnight. I'm sure it happened over a period of time. So when that happened, I was like, fine, if you want to play this game, I'll play the same game. So then I did what I did. That happened.
You weren't hurt?
Heavily, yaar. How will I not be hurt? So I don't get attached to a lot of people or call them my friends or even speak. I'm neutral to others. Fark nahi padta. You know, the cold exterior, I don't quite care. But with him, I had spent a lot of time and seen a lot of moments. So definitely I was attached. And had this hurt come from someplace else like Harsh, I wouldn't have cared. But क्या बोलते हैं औरों से क्या शिकायत करें गम तो अपनों के चुभते हैं ना. So I was very hurt कि like seriously at two brute you did this to me. And the worst part कि चल ठीक है तुमने किया, admit it ना. I can forgive the biggest of the mistakes as long as you are genuinely apologetic and come to me. He never agreed to it. I brought proofs कि bro, he is the proof. You told कि इसने बोला था. He is saying कि yeah bro you did it. And he's saying no I didn't do it, I was just kidding. So that part hurt me even more. And then when I couldn't console myself when he was getting dumped. And that was very real. I have not faked any emotion. But उसके लिए ज़्यादा important उसका male ego था उस समय. I saw in the exit interview very recently, he's spoken so much he hasn't even mentioned my name. I see all that and definitely I was very affected.
So no contact with him after the show?
Yes, civil. No, we did have a contact after the show as well. But then we are very different.
I mean, you called him?
He called me. I didn't. नहीं मेरे मन से उतर गया था.
So what did he say?
He apologized. And as I mentioned, I'm a very nice person. You apologize to me and I'll forgive you. So he apologized, I forgave, we chilled for a while, we spoke, but then we realized that nope, we are very different. And it's better to just, call it a day rather than fight for everything every time. So, jitni bhi soft corner attachment hai, let's respect that. And I said, you know what? हो गया.
He apologized, so.
Yeah, of course he did. तभी तो मिले थे, वरना नहीं मिलते. वहाँ मेरा female ego आता है, like you will do it, and he did. But then I was like, अब नहीं हो पाएगा.
You made a statement about Addy that he's a bachcha.
Yeah.
Now suddenly, what did you see in him? I mean, that you found him as a kid.
I saw that thing from the very first day. मैं बोलते नहीं आई थी कि not my type, immature, because he was immature. That तो कोई दो राहे है ही नहीं. I liked him or got attached to him despite him being immature. But him being immature was a constant, and it still is.
Like, can you tell us one example?
He gets manipulated very easily. He doesn't know when to say, what to say, how to say. He lacks a certain. He's a nice guy. I'm telling you, he doesn't have a bad heart. But these are the things that count. So doesn't know when to talk, how to. Emotional intelligence. वो थोड़ा सा मुझे लगता है कम है. And very easily gets persuaded. Doesn't have a strong stand. तो I was like मैं ही हर बार समझाते रहूँ मैं babysit नहीं कर सकती हूँ. So that is why I said it.
But when you say that Addy got manipulated, or Addy gets manipulated very easily, were you also not manipulated in choosing power over love, as they are saying? Because you earlier told me in the interview that you were influenced.
So I never not admitted to it. I did. See, ultimately, though, I did what I did. So I take full responsibility of that. But that part happened, and somebody had already asked me this question: did you get manipulated? How did you feel? मैं कैसे बोल दूँ I did get manipulated because I knew what I was doing. So I just got nudged, influenced, whatever. I take the responsibility. But yeah, I felt like I did, and I felt so stupid about it. Embarrassed, guilty, regret, whatever.
Did you go back to that person or have a word with him or her?
Of course.
That listen, I shouldn't have listened to you.
To that person? Not in the same words, but we did have a discussion about it.
Kashish Kapoor is confused.
About?
Like you had a word with him, you're saying that you felt guilty, then you're saying that okay, he was a kid. So it's a lot of, a lot of emotions here when you talk about Addy and when you talk about Digvijay. Was Digvijay ever in love with you?
No.
Did you ever feel at any point?
No, not at all. No.
Because they are saying that you chose power over love.
Yeah. So I had no love now. How would I choose any love? I had no connection, so I chose power. And Digvijay and I did not have any romantic connection. We were not even friends. We only got together to play 2 days back, and we were mostly awkward.
No attraction.
Not that I know of. But though I respect him as a player, I'm sure he said that he likes me as a player. But towards each other, वो situation ही कभी arise नहीं हुआ. We were never in that place, so I never felt that way. In fact, it was only awkward when we used to sit and talk. Game हुआ, game खत्म, game की बात, game खत्म. अब क्या? It was plain awkward and nothing else.
So you called him?
Phone called him? No, I could not. Because it's not a chota mota baat na. I knew the magnitude of the effect of my actions. I could not bring it in me to call. I had, a lot of regret. I couldn't see him in the eyes. How would I call him and how can I expect him to listen to my apology, let alone accept it? I kept myself in his shoes and I could not bring myself to do it. But when we met in person, then one fine day I gathered the courage to do it and then I did it.
Okay. You did it. Where was this?
On Sachin's birthday. Then I finally mustered the courage to go up to him and talk. And so I spoke. I apologized and I was like, you know why I did what I did, Digvijay. I didn't want to hurt you. I'm so sorry. You know the amount of guilt I'm carrying. Not because I want you to be my friend, but because I could not sleep at night so many times thinking that I have ultimately hurt somebody. So I told him that tumko publicly you want to fight with me, fight. It's fine. Just know that I don't mean to hurt you. I like you. I respect you. I don't mean to be the bad one to you. And he heard to me and he told me that it's fine. I know it's part of the game. I know how reality shows work. I know why you did what you did. It's fine. I just need some time to come to reality with it. But I know it's not your fault. So it's fine between us.
And then you walked away?
No. Then we chilled. Like we were in the party. So we were drinking, enjoying, dancing, talking to other people. Normal.
Okay. In real life, if you were to choose between power and love, you are madly in love with somebody, but he's not powerful. He's not very rich maybe, or he's not very powerful, he's not very influential. And here comes a man who is more power, who has more clout, who is more influential. What do you choose?
In real life? Come on, it's real life. I'll choose love. Don't get me wrong, I think I will fall in love with somebody who will anyways be all of that. But if at the end of the day, despite everything I have fallen in love, तो मैंने कुछ तो देख के ही किया होगा, and I will not change that for an upgrade per se, because then that person will do the same to me, and it's my life. Power will only help me or make me happy so long. Ultimately, I want to come home to that person and sleep. So I would choose love in real life.
अरबाज से बात हुई शो के बाद?
हाँ. Yeah.
He was using the word vulgar when he spoke about you. And what did you all speak?
He apologized to me on this show.
Yeah.
So I believed that and I forgave him. Then when we came out and the episode got telecast, the first episode, हमारी लड़ाई हुई थी. तो the right thing to do was to, when we went on a live and people asked कि what's the scene, तो हमने बताया कि नहीं, we are cool, we are chill now. मैंने माफ़ी मांग लिया. We were good, normal. उसके बाद श्रेया's podcast, he went and he said a couple of things and then I was like, fine, I don't want to be friends with you. But उस समय तक सब normal था.
Akriti made a very interesting statement when you took those 10 lakhs. And she said that वो जीतने वाली ही नहीं थी, इसलिए उसने पैसे ले लिए.
क्यों नहीं जीतने वाली थी?
उसको लगा आप नहीं टिक पाएंगे उसके और जशवंत के बीच फाइनल्स में.
So I think winners are supposed to have a little bit of humility in them. The title of winner also come with a lot of responsibility, as they say, but ठीक है. But she had a lot of support, a constant connection, and then she went to the finale. I had no support, no connection, nobody vouching for me. He fought against all odds, had 10 connections changed, and then we came to the finale. So I don't think anybody underestimating us is a good statement. We couldn't win और हम नहीं जीतते क्योंकि प्यार का शो है, प्यार जीतेगा वो तो अलग बात हो गई, बट क्या हम में वो कैलिबर नहीं है? She knows the reality, we've all seen it, we've both proved ourselves कि हम कितने वर्दी है तब हम वहाँ पहुँचे हैं. So I will not regard or take that statement.
You congratulated her?
Yeah, I was congratulating on top of my lungs when they won that day. Even on the recent splits party, we're not supposed to talk because we have a lot of problem between us, but I did
वहाँ
speak.
तो किया वो ठीक है, मैं बोल रहा हूँ आगे.
हाँ, I did. I congratulated her for sure. उस चीज़ के लिए for her victory, yes, 100%.
Why did these problems arise between you two?
Between
I'm sure
us?
when she says that you don't have the caliber to win is also stemming from some past history.
Small things that led to a lot. First thing, she made a comment on Naira on the show that I did not like. So I was live one day and I was just criticizing that one statement कि उसको ये नहीं बोलना चाहिए क्योंकि Naira was already very weak. So that is not right. That is all. But then she went live and she was like, तुम जो करती हो, तुमने जो किया. What do you mean तुम जो करती हो, तुमने जो किया? You know, it's subtle remark that hint at something and that ticked me. तो वहाँ से मुझे चिढ़ मची. फिर then I started watching the difference जो on camera था and on VDs था was very different. So that started icking me. But तब तक भी इतना major कुछ नहीं था but इतना नहीं. I also poked her at couple of times. I wasn't completely innocent. She also poked me but था उतना मैंने दिल पे नहीं लिया था. What actually irked me was जब साक्षी जस्टिन के podcast में जाकर के they made a statement, didn't even say कि it's a rumor, they made a very strong statement and as a repercussion of that I had to undergo so much bullying, torture, whatnot. That I have made a fake accounts of myself, shipping myself with her boyfriend and she has confirmed proof because Ameha, my friend, has seen that ID in my phone and that is why she's saying it. So I am so obsessed with her partner, which is absolutely false. This never happened. But because of this one story, I had to undergo a lot. And I was hurt because those two guys were supposed to be apparently my friends. Because on the show, I have always, Jashwanth especially, had always appreciated him for how calm he was. And he knew the reality of how much respect I have, admiration I have, whatever I feel. Akriti, I never loved her from the start. But after Chai Pe Charcha, we started becoming close. And I supported her. I was at least sort of a friend. Not completely friend, but sort of a friend. And I was very happy when they won. फिर मैं बाहर आके देख रही हूँ तुम ये सब क्यों बोल रहे हो पॉडकास्ट में, अगर तुम्हें ऐसा डाउट भी है तो क्लियर इट आउट विद मी वंस, बट दैट डिडंट हैपन. तो वहाँ से आई गॉट कम्प्लीटली अर्क्ड एंड देन वी वेंट ऑन अ शूट टुगेदर एंड वहाँ पे आवर बिहेवियर वाज वेरी ऑफ क्योंकि आई हैड जस्ट सीन द बिट्स ऑफ दोस पॉडकास्ट. क्योंकि मैं अबू धाबी गई थी तो मुझे पता नहीं था. मैं वापस आई, मैं वो पॉडकास्ट देख रही हूँ एंड आई वॉज वेरी सिक दैट डे. आई केम बैक फ्रॉम अबू धाबी, लॉस्ट 5 kgs. उस टाइम की बात है, एक हफ्ते पहले की.
You are looking different as you speak.
Times. And I was very sick. I had to take 3-4 medicines to like go on the shoot and work because I was very, very sick. And she knew it. She purposely made me wait 5.5 hours for that shoot while I was being extremely sick and I lost it. Usually I would keep that calm, but I was already sick. So I just lost it. Then we had like a little bit of tiff on our broadcasts. ठीक है? हाँ. Then she made a couple of remarks. कि इतना ही था तो सामने आके बात कर लेती, तुमने ये किया, तुमने वो किया. And then I was like, fine, I haven't said shit right now, until now, but now if you want to say all of these, then I will give you the same answers. Then I said a couple of things and I asked 3 questions कि मुझे बस इनके जवाब दे. She could not. तो it was understood कि कौन कहाँ कितना गलत है.
And those questions were?
You said that I made this account, fan account, Jashish, what proof do you have? How can you make this claim when you did not see any proof? You said Ameha sent you this screenshot. Ameha texted you saying that she never did. Why did you not reply to her? Third, you made the statement कि तुमने तो जो शो के अंदर किया और जो शो के बाहर कर रही हो मैं बोल भी नहीं सकता. मतलब तुम अभी भी वही करती हो ना, मैं तो बोल भी नहीं सकती तुम क्या करती हो. क्या करती हो मैं बताओ. Just these 3 questions. And I did not get my answer. Thus, I got all my answers. Then Janta jury happened. And उसके बाद तो as you see the statements.
So you are, I think, maybe not officially, but the most hated contestant of Splitsvilla.
Currently,
Can
yes.
we say till date or is it this season? Where
this
would you
season,
put yourself?
This season, every season has its own levels. हर season का TRP
थोड़ा
बढ़ता है.
ज़्यादा मुझे नजर आ रहा है इस साल.
Currently, I got 80,000 comments on one of my reel instantly. 57,000 within 1 hour, 1.5 hours. So yes, I think definitely, as of now, yeah.
Where do you go from here? Movies, OTT, what's the next step?
I definitely want to get into the actual entertainment industry. I don't want to just do this and be done, saturation level यहाँ कि 10 साल बाद people only remember me as one Splitsvilla contestant. I don't want that to happen. I definitely want to get into the entertainment industry, which for which I have been auditioning and working on myself and owning my skills. So let's see what's in my fate, but that's where I'll be putting my effort.
Have you met Bollywood producers, directors, casting
Yes,
directors?
I have.
And
It's an ongoing process. I've done a couple of shoots here and there. I've done a couple of modeling gigs, but nothing big enough that I can say, okay, this is where I hit it on the nail or the bullseye. So I'm just waiting for that opportunity and that moment.
what about web shows?
If I get a good one, क्या बोलते हैं, beggars can't be choosers. So whatever best opportunity comes to me and whatever I can do, I will do.
TV shows?
Why not?
There's a strong buzz. I think you confirmed also you're going for Big Boss.
A lot of people don't understand the language of sarcasm. And they don't even understand the language of frustration. If I have said, I've answered a question with yes, no, 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 10 times, you don't believe it. One time I
Finally
sarcastically say yes. I was sarcastic, yeah, I was just being sarcastic, nothing else.
And if you get an offer?
It's a big offer, who would want to reject it? So,
But you know, this time, your show, which in
Sarpas.
certain ways similar to what Big Boss, that house and those fights and all was, I think, more talked about.
yeah, I know. We surpassed Big Boss's ratings, TRP wise, so yeah.
And how much credit do you give that to yourself?
Quite a bit, I do. Because I think I am also Harsh, the only non-roadie contestant to do this well, non-roadie, non-ex contestant, so definitely I give some credit.
You made a very big statement, Kashish, recently, that the show is scripted.
No, I said the show is not scripted, but it is manipulated and edited well. I will never say the word scripted because it is not. Well, media does take a lot of words and take them out of context. I see that about myself every single time now. The moment I open Instagram, there are like Kashish Kapoor says, Kashish Kapoor exposed, and I have exposed nobody, said nothing. अगर मैं मजाक भी करती हूँ तो उसको out of context लेकर के headline अगर बना देंगे तो मैं कैसे justify करते रहूँ हर चीज़. But no, I have not given that statement.
But you know, I can tell you one thing, having spoken to you for these few minutes, that you are quite enjoying yourself in this limelight.
Am I though? Do you want me to sit here and start crying? Because I will not do that. So I can either show the vulnerability I'm feeling right now or just own it. अब किया है तो किया है ना. किया है तो किया है. If I won't, smiling is a defense mechanism. If I don't do that, would you rather have me crying over here or just enjoying जो चल रहा है?
No, I'm not going by your smile. I get a sense that you're quite enjoying this limelight.
I'm enjoying the limelight for sure. But what's happening in the past 2-3 days, who will enjoy that?
So thank you, Kashish. I must tell you that you have the potential to go ahead, and I wish you all the very best in all your assignments. Thank you so much for this interview.
Thank you.